It began in a place that was supposed to be safe. A quiet town where the loudest sound on most nights was the wind brushing through pine trees. Brookhaven was a kind of small American town that could disappear from a map and few would notice. But for the people who lived there, it was home, a community bound together by shared history and trust. That peace shattered the morning Emily Warren disappeared. She was 27, bright, gentle, the kind of person who made everyone around her feel noticed. But in the days that followed, her absence would expose secrets that no one in Brookhaven wanted to believe. Brookhaven sat between two narrow highways in western Pennsylvania. It had one diner, one grocery store, and a police department that mostly handled parking tickets and noise complaints. Life was simple and slow. Neighbors waved each other. Children biked to school, and doors were rarely locked. People there did not expect evil to come knocking. When it did, it came quietly. Emily Warren was born and raised in Brookhaven. She worked part-time at a local coffee shop while taking photography classes online. Friends describe her as creative and curious. Someone who could turn an ordinary day into a story worth remembering. She had recently moved in with her boyfriend, Jason Lee, a mechanic who ran a small garage at the edge of town. They had been together for almost 2 years. Friends said they loved each other, but often argued about Emily's desire to move away. Jason was rooted in Brookhaven, while Emily dreamed of the city lights and something more. In the weeks before she disappeared, Emily told her best friend, Sarah, that she felt restless and that Jason had been acting distant. Still, no one imagined what was coming. Friday, October 12th, started like any other autumn day. Emily left work early, stopped by the grocery store, and was seen on her neighbor's door camera around 6 in the evening. That was the last confirmed sighting. The next morning, her co-worker noticed Emily had not shown up for her shift. Calls went unanswered. Her mother tried to reach her repeatedly, with no success. By Sunday, concern turned into panic. Emily's car was parked in her driveway, her purse still on the kitchen counter, and her dog, Luna, was found whining and hungry. Jason told police they had argued the night before about her wanting to leave town. He claimed she stormed out of the house, saying she needed space. But something about his story did not sit right with investigators. Her phone, wallet, and car keys were all still there. The Brookhaven Police Department launched a search that grew by the hour. Volunteers combed the nearby woods, while state police brought in dogs to track her scent. Nothing. It was as if Emily had vanished into thin air. At first, investigators treated it as a missing person case. They searched her social media, her phone records, and bank activity. There were no recent withdrawals, no messages, no travel plans. 3 days later, a possible sighting offered hope. A gas station attendant 20 miles away reported seeing a woman who matched Emily's description. She looked confused, he said, almost frightened. Security footage confirmed it. She was wearing the same jacket she had on the night she disappeared. Detectives raced to trace her route, but found nothing beyond that stop. It was as if she had appeared and then vanished again. As the days passed, theories began to spread. Some believed Emily had left voluntarily, maybe to escape a troubled relationship. Others suspected something darker. Rumors whispered to the town about Jason's temper and past fights that neighbors had overheard. Jason stopped attending search meetings when reporters showed up at his house. He told them to leave. His refusal to cooperate made him the prime suspect in the public eye, though investigators still lacked evidence. A week after Emily disappeared, the case took a chilling turn. Sheriff Paul Mason received an anonymous call late at night. The voice on the other end was trembling, distorted by fear. The caller said only 10 words before hanging up. "You're looking in the wrong place. She never left." Detectives traced the call, but found nothing. Still, the message forced them to re-examine everything. The next morning, officers returned to Emily's home to conduct a deeper search. In the basement, behind a dusty wooden shelf, they found something small but significant, a faint reddish stain on the concrete floor and a torn piece of fabric lodged in a crack. Lab tests would later confirm it was blood, though it was too little to determine if it was human. The discovery changed everything. The missing person case became a potential homicide investigation. The discovery tore through Brookhaven like wildfire. Residents who once gathered to hand out flyers now looked at each other with suspicion. Was there a killer among them? Could someone they knew be capable of murder? Emily's mother collapsed when detectives told her about the blood. She refused to believe her daughter was dead. Sarah, her best friend, recorded a tearful video begging for answers that soon went viral, drawing national attention. Jason maintained his innocence, but refused to speak without his lawyer. Reporters caught glimpses of him pacing outside his garage, his face pale, his eyes dark with exhaustion. To some, he looked guilty, to others, broken. Then something even stranger happened. A man hiking near an abandoned quarry 2 towns away claimed he saw a woman sitting on a rock near the water's edge. She looked dazed, he said, her hair tangled, her clothes dirty. When he called out, she looked up, then ran into the trees. He was sure it was Emily Warren. When police searched the area, they found nothing but footprints, small ones, leading toward the forest, then disappearing into mud. If Emily had truly been seen alive, whose blood was in her basement, and if she was dead, who was the woman everyone kept seeing? Detectives began to suspect something far more complex than a runaway or a crime of passion. Phone records revealed a strange number Emily had contacted multiple times in the weeks before her disappearance. The number belonged to a man living in a nearby town, someone who had once done contract work for Jason's garage. The same man had a criminal record for assault. Investigators prepared to bring him in for questioning. But before they could, a new message arrived at the sheriff's office. This time, it was a handwritten note slid under the door. It read, "She was trying to tell the truth. Now someone else will pay." Brookhaven was no longer the town it once was. Fear hung over every conversation. Families locked their doors at night. The friendly small town had become a place of quiet terror. As the investigation deepened, one truth became painfully clear: someone in Brookhaven knew exactly what happened to Emily Warren. And before the truth came out, another life might already be in danger. The story was far from over, because in Brookhaven, secrets do not stay buried. They wait, and sometimes they come back.